I'm Hannah Wallace and welcome to FinextraTV. Kindly joining us in the studio now to talk about building new digital products at speed for banks is Eric Newcomer from WSO2. Eric, it's lovely to have you in the studio. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks very much, Hannah. It's great to be here.
Great to have you on and in person this time. So yes, we're talking about building new digital products, and that involves those traditional and current products, but also the visionary ones. So what I'd like to hear from you first is what's pushing banks to explore new business models, and what are the preliminary steps they need to take to meet those demands? Let's start there.
Banks really have to be conscious about how they express their competitive advantage, their differentiation through the digital media to the customers in a way in which the customers are going to respond. It's all about the great customer experience today. I think everyone knows this, but making sure that it's the differentiated customer experience that delivers the unique value of your organization's products and services, whether it's your 3% cash back or your no-fee checking or your early paycheck access. Whatever the bank's products are, maybe a better way of processing mortgages more quickly to get a low rate or something. This needs to be expressed through the mobile app, preferably, and through the website as well, in a way which really resonates with customers, make it easy, intuitive, interactive, almost fun, perhaps, in some cases. This is where the competition lies now. And this is not something you can buy. If this was something you could buy, everyone would have it, and they'd have the same thing, and there'd be no differentiated messaging about the services, no differentiated apps about how easy it is to work with the financial services companies. And this is something that is evolved over time in terms of how it's built. Everything's having to be adjusted to the new expectations customers have of the highly interactive experience, and this means a new class of products are coming out specifically to support that. Certainly, this could have been achieved with older products, newer products, but now there's a whole set of visionary products specifically adapted just to help banks do this more quickly, because it's all about the speed now, getting it out there, iterating it, making it quick, fast, easy to do. So there's a new class of products just for that.
So whether it's new services or value addition over existing products, as you say, having agility to be first to market or indeed fast followers is that bit that gives banks that competitive edge. So with that in mind, how should they be approaching their ecosystem strategy, and where does collaboration come in? How can that help them build at speed?
Something very important I got from a Mark Zuckerberg speech, I guess of all places. You don't know how to solve the problem until you're in the middle of it. He was describing their journey through Facebook and how they created it and made it successful. He said, you just have to get started. You have to put something out there. You know that you have this goal of creating a very usable, intuitive application to give your customers a great experience, but you cannot just sit back and think about it and design it in the abstract. You have to get something out there. You have to get the reaction. You have to start working on it to really understand the problem. Innovation is all about solving customer problems. It's not about the ideas that we have in our own company, in our own space, in our own time. It's about getting out there, interacting, collaborating with customers, with business, with the IT team, getting everybody in the same room together, getting something out, getting the feedback, making it test, validating it, and iterating quickly. And that's one of the things that these new products are designed to support.
And you're speaking off the back of years of experience in this space. So what sort of technology strategies are you seeing today that have evolved, and what are the key focus areas when it comes to building at speed?
One of the big changes, since I worked for banks, Credit Suisse and Citi, for about 10 years altogether, and we were very concerned about modernization of our IT systems, and some of it was related to the digitization, some of it was just related to cost and agility and modernized, including new capabilities of new technologies. One thing that has changed since then a bit is this ability to buy a platform on which to build these new innovations. In those days, we were spending a lot of time putting together all of the development tools, the development standards, the development processes, the deployment pipelines, the operational characteristics, the production release characteristics, the testing, all of these things. And it turns out that even if you cannot buy a great digital experience for your customers, because everything has to be differentiated and you have to express your unique value proposition that you cannot buy, your unique value. You have to develop this, but you can buy the platform on which to develop it. And this is something very new. And from my point of view, something very revolutionary, very helpful in terms of getting things out more quickly, because you don't have to spend all that time assembling all the pieces anymore.
All right, thank you for that, Eric. So in summary then, what lessons can be taken away when it comes to achieving one's business goals? What's your advice there?
Take a look at the technology evolution. Technology follows the need of the business. In this case, the business needs to have a platform on which they can innovate and develop and deliver quickly to compete in this area. That's the primary area of competition now. Vendors are turning toward that, they're pivoting toward that. You're seeing a lot of discussion about that. And take a look and see what they're offering in this space particularly. I think it's well known about the ease of use for the GUI, the mobile app, the web app, the processing that's there. But there's an equal impact on the server side, because these apps are nothing if they don't have the right data. It's like a TV without a streaming service or something. You need the data, and that has the different characteristics of the modern mobile and web apps has an impact on the server side and how that all works together. This is where I think we should be looking.
Some very good advice to end on there. Eric, thank you so much for sharing your insights. I'm looking forward to catching up further down the line, but for now we'll leave it there, and thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much, and a pleasure to be here.